In my last video, I showed you a charcoal sketch that I was doing of these cats here, using them as a reference material and not to actually copy exactly, because I'm going to turn the charcoal drawing into an abstract painting. Anyway, to move on from the last video, what I'm doing now is I'm using the charcoal again. This is willow charcoal. Thank you to Tracy McCain, who said it's probably willow, and yeah, it is. And then what I've done now is I've broken it in half to make it more easily, I can control it easier, because before I'd left it full length and I was just using I was trying to draw loosely, and now I'm broken it down so I can get in and get more detail. And basically what I'm doing is I've done quite a bit here. I'm going round and sharpening up the sketch, making areas more bold and looking for interesting shapes. And for example here, this ear, the cat's ear, was here, and I've just extended to make it a larger triangle, and I'm joining up lines and just trying to make it an interesting image, really. I mean, I can still see the cat, so I don't know if they stay there or if they eventually disappear. But anyway, I'm going over it with the charcoal and adding some definition, going over bits that I think aren't that interesting, and I'll come back and show you what the finished charcoal drawing looks like before I put paint to it. This is the completed charcoal drawing. I can still see 3 cats there. What I'll do is I'm going to start painting this soon, but I think it might help if I actually turn the paper around and just look at shapes, just forget about there being 3 cats there. Or I could put it on the side like so. That might work quite well. And I think what I'm going to do is just start off with one colour. I'll probably use this burnt sienna, which is a new one after the other one wasn't working very well, that I returned and got well, I didn't return it, they sent me a new one. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll identify areas that I want to paint in burnt sienna, and I'll do that, and then what I'll do is next to each area of burnt sienna paint, I'll work out a relationship, like what colour will work good next to this colour. So yeah, I'll do that and then I'll come back to you. This is how it's going so far. I've used this burnt sienna heavy body acrylic paint. It's not ideal because I don't want to water it down, so I'm trying to apply it thinly, and I've just hidden the paint underneath this container because I don't want it to dry out, and I think I've put too much paint on the palette. So that's where I'm at the moment, just picking certain areas to put that colour down. And now I need to pick a second colour, or darken or lighten the colour I've already got, the burnt sienna, I'm not sure yet. Yeah, so that's as far as we've got so far. This is the painting so far. I added some titanium white to the burnt sienna to get a different shade, and I added some what was it now, the blue one, ultramarine blue, and yeah, mix the colours together, and this is what we've got so far. I mean, they're quite neutral shades and haven't got much of a plan. The thing is, I'm using the heavy body paints, so I'm trying to apply them thinly because these add a lot of texture, and I didn't really want texture, but well, we just have to see what happens. Also, at the moment, all the charcoal is still visible through the paint. But that might be quite a nice effect, so I'll just carry on, and yeah, I'll decide at the end if I want the charcoal to show through or if I want to completely block it out. Also, I have to bear in mind which of my paints are opaque and which are transparent, and add the titanium white to give some opacity to the paint. So that's the cat painting, or postcard rather, and I've used similar colours are in the postcard, and yeah, it's going okay so far. This is where I'm up to now. I'm probably going to go over quite a lot of it, making some more shapes, and it may end up looking nothing like how it looks at the moment. But anyway, that's how it is now. I might introduce some more colours. Yeah, let's see how it goes. As you can see, I've painted quite a bit. Not sure if I like the colours, really. Not too keen on this ultramarine blue. And also at the moment it looks a bit bitty. There's too many little sections going on. So I think I need to calm it down a bit, have some larger shapes, and then go back in afterwards. I won't show all the painting because it takes me quite a long time to make decisions of what paint to put where, and it just wouldn't be very interesting to watch. But other than to say, I've been using this, just a large container with some water in it. I was using the lids of pots that's got paint on the other side of it, to mix the paint on and stop the paint drying out. But now I'm going to use this. I've got a piece of plastic here, plastic sheet. Got a plastic sheet here that I'm going to put the paint onto, and my water. I've been mixing paint with a palette knife, and I've been using a, where is it now, Winsor & Newton foundation number 6 and number 3 brushes. I did want to use a palette knife because that's my new favourite favourite thing, but for this I thought I would use tried and tested brushes, although I don't like the fact I can't get really sharp edges with this with the bristles. So anyway, we carry on, and for now I just want to tone some of this down. And also I think it's looking a bit too much the same, like this is the same sort of shape here and here and here, so I need to do something to make it more interesting. So anyway, we'll go over it with some white and see what happens. Let's get some white out and put it on the plastic sheet. I don't know if you can see it. Let me move this over. Just put some of this down. Trouble is, today's really, really hot and the paint's drying out quite quickly. And also I need to do this quickly because I'm going to have to draw the curtains shortly because it's too hot in here. And I've got to keep the light out. Right, let's get back to here. So I'm going to pick up some paint. Again, this is a thick, heavy body acrylic paint, which isn't ideal, but it's what I've got to hand. So anyway, let's see how we go. I think this is is it transparent? Not sure. What if I put that now? Oh, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Titanium white. Number 3. That's quite opaque, isn't it? I think. Yeah, it's quite an opaque paint. Now where shall I go here? Shall I? See, this is already dry. It's drying out that quick. Should I bring this down? I'll bring it down to the bottom. See, really, painting, I think especially when you're doing abstract painting, it's just like a puzzle. But you don't know, and it's also a mystery because you don't know where it's going. You don't know where it's going to end up. But I want to tone all this down. And actually, let's put a bit more water in it. And when this is dry, the beauty of acrylic paint is you can just go over it again. And now, should I bring this bit into it as well or not? Not actually. I'm going to get rid of all of this bit. I'm going to get rid of all of it. And that. See, I wish I did have some masking tape now, but like I say, every time I use it, I end up ripping the paper off. Oh, let's just get rid of it all. Well, I say get rid of it, but it's not really getting rid of it, is it? It's just toning it down. Right, that's toned down. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, like that. And also I think I'm going to tone down this bit here, this patchy bit here. All the different segments of colour, I don't like that. So let's get rid of that for now. Right, that's better, that's toned down. And I can decide what to do with it. Right, what else now? What else should I tone down? I feel like going over the whole thing with white paint, but I won't. I'll leave it. I'll leave it for now. But yeah, not sure about any of this. Oh, I know. I've got a lot of white. I can't even speak properly. I've got a lot of white paint on here. I've just put out, so I need to use it. So let's go with going along here. And this. Yeah, let's go there. And let's go here. I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm just making it up as I go along. It gets to a bit, I think people refer to it as a messy middle, where it gets to a point where your painting turns out, you think, oh my god, this is no going back, this is terrible. But hopefully at the end, it will all make sense. I think I might leave that for now. I may go back in and paint between these brown sections in white, but I won't bother to video that because that'd just be not very interesting for you. So I'll come back later. Oh no, what have I done? This was the original inspiration starting off my abstract painting, and as you can see, it is nothing like the picture of the cats. And that is because the whole of it was an underpainting, so it didn't really matter what I was doing. It was just a starting point to get shapes, get some paint down, but really the colours, they wasn't that exciting to me. Actually, it goes this way up. I don't know if you can see any of the original cats at all in there. So that's it. That's how I like to do my artwork. Just get something down and just keep on changing it and improving it. Well, I think it was an improvement on where it was anyway. What do you think? Should I have stuck to drawing 3 cats? Or is it sometimes good to push the boundaries?